when you add a force in a situation, you create a density gradient. If you're in your car and you step on the gas, you've created a density gradient. You're adding a force to the situation here. The force is coming from behind you. You're pushed in the direction that the force is coming from. You're pushed into your seat. You're going forward. You're pushed into your seat when the force is coming from behind you. Anything buoyant in the car will go the opposite direction. A helium balloon, or that's, you created a density gradient by adding a force. And so you're dense, so the more dense things will be pushed in the direction where the force is coming from. So you have to understand the upwards vector of Earth being like we're pushed against the ground by the contact force. They call it normal force in physics. That's what they call this force that's pushing up on us. They call it normal force, and because it's so regular and so normal, and you can measure that with an accelerometer. It'll give you the normal force of 9.8 meters squared per second upwards, and so, but since they know that the Earth is a sphere, they're so fucking positive that Earth is a sphere. And you can't blame them because they put a lot of work into that spherical model of Earth. I mean, with the circumpolar sky and the straight line path of the stars and the luminaries at the equator. And, I mean, and the sunspots, like either the sunspots are in motion traveling around the sun, or the sunspots are stationary and we're traveling around the sun. I mean, the analemma and the wobble that causes a tilt. I mean, it's a brilliant fucking model. And there's a lot of really very astute observations that have been made that were calculated. I mean, it's brilliant. I'm not trying to say it's stupid. Okay. But the thing is, since they know the Earth is a sphere based on their modeling of the sky, the upwards force that we're talking about here, that can't be what's really happening. That normal force is pushing up on us, because that wouldn't work with a spherical model of Earth. That just wouldn't work. And so we have to make up a fictitious force called gravity. So it's a pretend force that's actually pulling everything to the surface of this ball. And that way we don't feel like we're upside down ever and nobody falls off the ball. So we made up a fictitious force to make this globe model work, because an upwards force, the normal force, wouldn't work. If that was where the force is coming from, that the Earth can't be a ball. And so since we know the Earth is a ball, normal force is just ass out. But the thing is, to me, normal means real. Fictitious means not real. I just thought I'd run that by you guys. 3 minutes up.